Emma Rees is the head gardener. She spent the last year restoring it following the death of her friend and former teacher, Carolyn McCutcheon.
And every time I came to visit her, we would have lunch and everything, but I would always walk around the garden with her, and I always had a notebook. So I have got a whole collection of notebooks from all the years that I visited Carolyn, and I never realised how important they were going to be, you know, to have all of this amazing wealth of knowledge from her.
The 1.5 acre garden has been in John McCutcheon's family for 100 years and holds a lot of special memories.
The woodland garden was Carolyn's favourite. It's cool and it typifies exactly what she created. There wasn't any garden there when Carolyn and I moved here in 1968. So it's entirely her creation and the way she planned it, and that's why I like it. But to see the whole garden coming back to life is wonderful.
And there was a real buzz today as the garden welcomed in visitors, old and new.
Oh, I'm so pleased it's back open. It's one of the most special gardens and it's really good to see it coming back to life.
Absolutely
Amazing.
Sensational, just a visual delight, and so very diverse.
From herbaceous borders to a conservation meadow, there's plenty of space for reflection.
It is nice, a way of me remembering Carolyn, and also I hope that the family really enjoy using the garden and walking around the garden and thinking of, you know, their mother or their wife.
The gardens are open to everybody every Wednesday until October. Yetunde Yusuf, BBC South East Today, Arlington.
What a beautiful place. Now, it's Wednesday, which means Sara Thornton is out and about in the sunshine, uncovering another hidden gem among the villages of Kent, Sussex and Surrey. This week, she's in Kent and she's visiting one of England's only thatched Catholic churches. So, Sara, you're in a place where people really do believe in miracles, I'm told.
That's absolutely true. It's no miracle this weather. What a perfect summer's evening it is here. Now, the ladies behind me in this village, which is Hartley, are telling us that it's the centenary of the WI here. That might have been the story we came to tell. Actually, it wasn't, because another very special thing happened here 100 years ago. On a quiet residential street in the village of Hartley, there's an unassuming building housing a secret. And if you believe, miracles can happen here. Emily Moran wanted to share this place with us and has asked me to meet her. The building is the Church of St Francis de Sales, one of only a few thatched Catholic churches in England.
We have such a very unique and beautiful church. It's so unique, and there's something about this church as you come into it. It just feels like it wants to hug you. The church was established in 1913 after a London woman, Beatrice Davis Cook, decided to open a small Catholic church where none existed.
She got this 6 acres or so with the farmhouse, farmyard and this barn, and by September 1913 the floor had been lowered and the concrete floor put in and the square windows put in around the sides, and it started to be used as a church.
The local parishioners believed their prayers had been answered, but more was to come. A statue of the Virgin Mary caught the attention of Pope Benedict XV and was named
An antique shop in Kensington Church Street soon after the church opened and installed here, and it's a contemporary replica of a statue in a church in Flanders a few hundred years old, and that's noted for its miracles. And no sooner was it over here than people were saying their prayers were being answered here.
The Pope attached indulgences to the shrine amid reports of miracles, and it continues to attract pilgrims from far and wide. And the church has a new priest who arrived in September.
When I came in, I was so touched when I saw the uniqueness and the beauty of the church. It's a privilege and for me to be a parish priest here.
I went all the way to Lord's on a pilgrimage when I didn't realize there was one on my doorstep, so I really felt it was somewhere to be shared.
So it's exactly 100 years since the Pope attached the indulgence shrine. What an amazing story. And while we were filming, actually, a lady came to pray at the shrine. I assumed she was a parishioner, but when she left, she told us she'd never been to the church before. She had literally just come here to do that. Now, if you know anything about thatched buildings, you'll keep up. And every now and again, the thatch needs replacing. It's time for that at the church. They need to raise £45,000 for it. Now, I mentioned it's just been the most glorious evening here after what has been a beautiful day. And of course, that takes us on to the weather and time to see Hartley on the weather map. But the headline for the next few days is it is going to be cloudier through the day tomorrow. But actually, we've got a lot of warm and humid air with us, so it's never going to feel cold, even if we do have more cloud. And when the sunshine returns at the wind, the temperatures are going to zoom up, high 20s, possibly a little bit more than that. Let's take a look at what's going on overnight tonight, because yes, at the moment, beautiful blue skies, but that doesn't last us all the way through the night. Got a weak weather front out towards the west. If you've seen the national forecast, you know that that is just edging its way off towards the south and east. And for us, it is again going to be tomorrow. But the temperatures overnight tonight are going to stay in largely, we're going to stay in double figures overnight. And then tomorrow we'll be in the low 20s with some good spells of sunshine coming through. As we go through tomorrow, we've got that sunshine coming through, but then we've got some really, really warm air. And that's really going to boost the temperatures into the weekend. So on Friday, it does look like we're going to have more in the way of cloud to things first thing on Friday. But then as we go through the day, any cloud that we do have will start to just thin and break, and we will get some good spells of sunshine starting to return to us. So after a cloudier day on Thursday, it will be sunnier for Friday, and that could have an impact on temperatures. We're back into the mid-20s Celsius. And then, as I say, good sunshine for the weekend. And with that warm air wafting up from the south, with that sunshine, that's going to have an impact on the temperatures. Now, again, like I said to you last night, these temperatures on the conservative side, but it looks like Saturday and Sunday could be very warm indeed. And Sunday, we could get up in the high 20s Celsius. Somewhere in the UK could see 30 degrees on Sunday. It's not impossible to think that could be us. And it looks like it's going to stay warm and settled into the start of the new working week too, Natalie. From the sunshine here, it's back to you.
We think you better go and check on those ladies. We're very worried about them, Sara. Thank you very much indeed. That is it from us this evening. Chrissy will be with you at 10. Bye-bye.
The England anthem is something that we've all grown up on, so to be creating a new version is an amazing thing. It's coming.
The key to a football anthem, more like a feeling in it, uplifting feeling.
We've got to try and make something that they're gonna understand. It's crazy. It's like this is actually happening.
Crepton Conan, We Are England, 10:45 on BBC One and iPlayer.
This is football on the BBC.
But not as you know it.
Join me and the Year 8 Euro squad live from Wembley, where we'll be reacting to the matches with celebrity guests and players, as well as throwing in a few football challenges and surprises along the way.
It's the Euros after party, and everyone knows the after party's where it's at.
Crouch's Year 8 Euros Live starts Friday at 10:55 on BBC One and iPlayer.
Dean with you live tonight, and so excited, getting all glammed up for the Great British Sewing Bee semis later as Thrift meets 40s fashion at 9.